He has been an All-American, a Super Bowl champ, a four-time Pro Bowler, and now Orlando Brown Jr. can add another distinction to his resume, 2026 Breakthrough T1D Cincinnatian of the Year. We are pleased to be joined right now by Orlando Brown Jr. Orlando, great to see you. As always, man, tell me about this honor. You've done so much work with that organization, people with type 1 diabetes. What did all this get to celebrate it mean to you?
Oh, it meant so much, man. For me, it's a cause that hits close to home. And, my brother being diagnosed at 8 years old with type 1 diabetes, we're a year apart. I'm a year older. I was 9 years old when we found out about him. And my dad passed away of ketoacidosis, which is a form of a diabetic coma. And if he had known that he was diabetic, type 1 diabetic, is something we would have been able to prevent. And so my work is more so centered around being able to help shine a positive light on it, allowing others to know and other family members to know they're not alone. It's very serious, man. I saw the way that and the effect that it had on my family. My mom especially, man. I don't know if she slept those first 5 years of his diagnosis. And so, I think for me, man, just giving back, giving the opportunity to shed a positive light on those that deal with it, man, and to help preventative measures be taken.
Great work. Let's turn our attention to football because it's been a really active offseason for the Cincinnati Bengals. A lot of it on the defensive side. Of course, Dexter Lawrence is the big headline, but there were a lot of moves, a lot of changes on the defensive side of the ball. When you're an offensive lineman and you're watching that happen on the defensive line, what are you thinking? How do you feel about all those changes?
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And to be honest, it's not even just about the talent. It's the type of men that they brought in to me that speak volumes, man. From Dex to, Boye Monfe, Brian Cook, all of these dudes, man. But they're leaders, they're winners. It's important to them. They love the game of football and everything that it brings, man. And so just the idea that, not only did we get better from a talent standpoint, we brought in great men. And that's so important when you're building a football team and trying to establish a winning culture, man. So I look forward to being able to get to work with these men.
I heard your reaction right there when Judy mentioned Dexter Lawrence. This doesn't happen with the Bengals. They don't make trades, much less trading top 10 draft picks to go and get a veteran. This guy's been a Pro Bowler. He's been one of the best when he's at his best in the game. Him specifically, what was your reaction when you found out the Bengals had actually done this, and what does he bring on the field?
I was shocked, man, honestly, because guys like that really don't even become available. That's really the crazy part to me. And I'm just thankful he ended up here because there's no telling what would have happened. He would have been at a divisional rival, man. But he just brings such great positive juice to a locker room that was somewhat missing that on that side of the ball, man. A leader, as I mentioned, man, he loves the game of football, and he's just so fit for what we are and what it means to be a Bengal. I was so fired up when we got him, knowing and the trade went through. I was actually able to have dinner with him on that Sunday. I think the deal went through on that Saturday, man. So I was fired up. I'm still fired up, to be honest. I can't wait to see him out there week one.
Joe Burrow, towards the end of last year, like mid-December, in talking to media, sounded notably frustrated, certainly with his own injuries and with the way the season had gone. It obviously didn't go the way you guys had hoped at the very beginning. What kind of sense do you get of where Joe's head is right now and how he's approaching 2026?
Yeah, I think Joe's in a great spot, man. I think Joe is extremely excited. He's ready to go. I remember that interview that he had that day. I think it actually might have been his birthday. And to be honest, he's not a big birthday guy. So, it might have caught him at a bad time. But I will tell you, man, nobody loves winning more than Joey B. So, man, like I said, these moves help put us in a great position overall as a team. And, I just look forward to being able to go out there and do my job, keeping him clean, score some points, and win some football games.
It's so funny because the only Joe Burrow we see at this time of year, Orlando, is the guy who's showing up in funky outfits to like galas and horse races and things like that. We all know Joe's a serial killer when he actually gets on the field. If he's healthy, which has been the biggest issue for a number of years now, for Joe, how good can this Bengals team be in 2026?
Oh, great, man. I mean, Joe has a lot of pressure on him, more so than most other quarterbacks because of our system. And, the ball is in his hand a lot, and he has to make decisions a lot. And, that's believe it or not, man, it's extremely rare just based off of the way that we call the game. And so, he's locked in, I would tell you, at all times, man. Even probably at the Kentucky Derby, he's thinking about how to get Jamar open. So that's just who he is.
We got the schedule release coming up here in a few days. You obviously have known the opponents now for a while, but as a player, what are you looking for when this schedule comes out? What are you hoping for? What are you dreading?
I don't really have any dreads. I just would tell you I love playing in primetime, man. And, we got a lot of star power. I think it's time we get a little bit more primetime games. So that's what I look forward to, man. Hopefully we get some more.
Orlando, congratulations, man, on a big honor for you, the Breakthrough Cincinnatian of the Year. You do fantastic work in the community. Always a pleasure having you on the show, man. Thanks for being here.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me.